Hi Flosstube, I'm Sally. I'm Stitchy Sally here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Today is the 14th of February 2024 and this is Flosstube number 70. A very warm welcome, whether you are a new or a returning viewer. It's lovely to have you here. If you do like what you see and you're not subscribed, it would be fantastic if you would hit the subscribe button and also like my video please, so that it gets it seen by more people. I don't know how the the YouTube algorithm works. Yep, I have just the usual whips to show you this week. I have a little bit of haul and I also have some Happy Mail, Stitch Kindness, however you want to name it. And forget Valentine's Day because today is Tomb Raider release day. They have I can't remember the word. Anyway, I think it's the first 3 Tomb Raider games that have been re-released. Remastered was the word that I was looking for. Yeah, I'm waffling already, aren't I? My husband and I used to play Tomb Raider many moons ago on the PS1. And Abby has just grown up loving Tomb Raider. So she's quite sad because she's had to go to work today. She was at work anyway, so yeah, she wanted to play Tomb Raider. She wanted to stay at home and play Tomb Raider. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to get started because you don't want to hear me waffling on about Tomb Raider. So I'm going to start with my 6 for 60. So the hashtag is Stitchy Sally's 6 for 60 birthday Sal, and Stitchy Sally's 6 for 60. I don't know how I've ended up with 2 hashtags, but anyway, I have. So the first one is this one, and it's Teresa, Kogut with Thy Hands. And this was my actual birthday start, and I'm stitching this along with lovely Elaine at Ellie Welly Stitcher, and Sally at Flossy Sews and Grows was hoping to join in with this, but she couldn't find the chart, so she's been stitching on Remember Me, also by Teresa Kogut. So I actually had forgotten that I downloaded a correction chart for this. Actually, I just wanted to check something. Yeah, that's weird because that is not actually missing like it says it is. So on the corrections, instead of it saying with thy hands I thee wrought, it says with my hands I wrought. Well, I have already stitched I thee wrought, so I'm not unpicking it. I'm going to leave it as charted. And it does actually say that the bottom of the chart was missed off as well, this bottom row here, but it's not, it's in there. So I don't know. But anyway, so I am stitching it with DMC. I'm using the subs. I think there's 3 weeks dye works, and I'm using the subs for those, and those are on Charlie Feathers Floss Drops, and this is some ring bling that was gifted to me. I'm stitching this on 40 count vintage country mocha. Sorry, excuse me. Yes, I'm still coughing. I've managed to go quite a while without coughing this morning, which was good. And there is my progress. Sorry, the lights. Well, I say the light, I mean the sun's shining, but I think I maybe needed my my ring light a little bit closer. But that's where I'm at. I've kind of just been doing a little bit of the border bit, and then I've completed this bit. I'm just kind of going where I feel like it, to be honest. But I think this is just such a beautiful piece. As I say, I'm not unpicking that I thee wrought. I'm just going to leave it as this and leave the top bit the same as charted as well. I'm just not unpicking it, as I think that was probably one of the first bits that I put in. So it's going to have marked my fabric now, and I'm not undoing it. Right, next one for my 6 for 60 is Blackbird Designs Christmas Rose, and I love this piece as well. It's a beautiful piece. I'm stitching this with my lovely friend Lainey as part of my 6 for 60, and I am also stitching it along with my lovely friends Barb, Batty Bat 210 and Mouse Tales of a Stitching Mouse on Instagram, as part of our Blackbird Designs Tuesday sale. So I'm stitching this with the DMC subs on the chart, and I'm stitching it on a Coffee Craft Fabrics Fabric of the Month. It's 36 count even weave, and there we are. And I'm not far off, and I'm really excited because this might just be my first 6 for 60 finish. And if you've been with me before, you'll know that I kind of did regret my decision to do 6 larger pieces, because, you know, they are larger pieces in my opinion. They're not smalls. So yeah, really enjoying this. It's such a pretty piece. You can't really see the snowflakes very well on it, but they are there. They do show up better in real life. So that's that one. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to get it finished. Maybe one Tuesday night, maybe 2 Tuesdays. I think I've just got a couple of birds to do and finish the border. Oh, and I've got the wording and everything. And I think the year and the initials are done in 4-sided stitch, and I'm not so sure that I'm going to do that. I'm going to see how I feel. Right, next whip. Sorry, I think I'm knocking the table and shaking the laptop. Next one is Barbara Anna Designs Dreaming Girl, and I'm stitching this with lovely Sally at Flossy Sews and Grows. On a Wednesday we do hashtag Barbara Anna Wednesdays, and I'm also stitching it with a lovely lady called Sue who watches my videos, and we've also started following each other on Instagram as well. So this is stitched with DMC. A bit messy, but never mind, they're there. And these are again Charlie Feathers floss drops, and some ring bling from the hair as well. Right, I'm stitching this on an unknown piece of fabric. It's a 32 count linen. And there we go, she's got a face, or so much of a face at any rate. And I do love how she's looking. She's so pretty. I was thinking I could maybe get this one finished by the end of February, but I've still got quite a lot to do. I've still got all the houses underneath and things. Houses and trees and flowers, and then all the flowers at this side. I've got a sun, more houses up the top. So yeah, still a lot to do. But I love her. I just absolutely love her. She's gorgeous. And then The next whip is this one, and it's Rebel Stitcher Designs Happily Ever After. Oops, that's my floss conversion falling out. And lovely Ruth at Country Gal, and I should remember this by now, I've said it plenty of times. Oh, and it's not, no, Country Gal. Oh, Ruth, I'm sorry, is it 584? Anyway, it'll be in the description box down below her Instagram handle, if you'd like to go and have a look at her Instagram. Now, Ruth has nearly finished it, and it just looks fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I hope mine looks as lovely as yours, Ruth, when I get it finished. So I did a DMC conversion online. There was a couple that I couldn't find conversions for, and I just found the closest thing in there. That does not look like that, because as I've said before, my laptop camera does not seem to like purples, or pinks for that matter. And I'm stitching this on a 36 count even weave Coffee Craft Fabrics Fabric of the Month, and that really does not do it justice. The fabric is a lot more of a nicer colour, if that makes sense, because that didn't sound quite right to me. Yeah, so I am hoping that I've got this border right, because I did work a lot on the border. So keep your fingers crossed for me, or you know, say a prayer to the border gods or something like that, because if it doesn't meet, I think I will probably just fudge it the best I can. Maybe we'll just have to see, but it is quite a tricky border, to be fair. It's not just kind of like 3 and then another 3 elsewhere. It's very higgledy-piggledy. Yeah. Oh, and these floss drops are from Project Stitchcraft. I always forget, don't I? Project Stitchcraft. I'm very sorry, Abby. Abby's Instagram handle is Abby in Stitches, and that is ABBE. And those are lovely floss drops as well. It's funny, isn't it, how it was always, I'm not going to use floss drops. I like my threads on floss cards, and here I am really enjoying using floss drops, and I will continue to use floss drops. Right, next one is Stitches Through the Years Waiting for Santa. This is again another one of my 6 for 60. It's the 5th one. Wasn't the 5th one that I started, this was the first one that I started. I'm just doing them in order of the days I stitch on them at the moment. And I also use this for my Friday night sheep stitch with my lovely friend Barb, and it was also started for the December sal with my lovely friend Chris, who is Crisscross Corner on Instagram. Chris stitched a different chart and she's finished hers. And it's stitched in DMC. And there we go. So the border met. Yay! Why is it with stitches? It's always like, oh my god, is my border going to meet? This is quite a good border actually. So I've started filling in. I don't know whether the berries or flowers or what they are, to be honest, but so it's going well. And I think if you remember when I did Happy Harvest. I had all the stitching to do left at the bottom. I may well do the same that I did with there and just do a couple of rows. But I don't know, because you can see that there, that's all snow, so I might actually just keep doing that. Fill it all in, rather. Making sense, am I? Really? I'm sure by now, if you've been with me a while, you'll get what I mean. And if you haven't been with me a while, you'll get used to me eventually, as long as it doesn't put you off and you go away and don't watch me again. Right, next one is Stacy Nash Designs Wonderful Life Pinkeep Drum. This is a lovely stitch. I mean, I am quite pleased to get finished with the house, because as you can see, it's a rather large house. And that's what the other side of the drum looks like. So I again did a conversion to DMC. I'm trying to save myself some money and not have to buy hand-dyed threads. If I've got them in my stash, I'll use them. If not, then they're not going to get used. And again, Charlie Feathers floss drops. So Andrea, who is Andrea Heath something numbers, oh my god, on Instagram, again, it'll be in the description box down below. I've not written it down and I'm on a new notebook, so I can't go back and see what it is. I'm stitching this on 36 count summer khaki linen. Can you see that? Because there we go. Yeah, so as you can see, house complete, which I think I had completed that last time I showed it. The plant in the planter is finished. I've done the wording. I've done a few snowflakes. There's a dog there and the tree. So again, going well. Absolutely loving it. I've still got quite a lot to do. There's some greenery and stuff up here, and then there's stuff to do at the other side as well. But love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, it's coming a little dull. It's like, mind you, I think it is forecast to rain yet again. Oops, a daisy. And then, yeah, that was my final. That was my final 6 for 60. So I'll move on to my normal whips now. And this one is for hashtag Mighty Wee Nation Sal, which is hosted by lovely Amanda Alba Stitcher. And as I said before, I wasn't going to do this, but Amanda had shown the Highland cow, which is in World of Cross Stitching, December 2023. I didn't have anything in my stash to join in with, and then I thought, oh, I have access to this through my local library via press reader. So I'm using most of the call for colours. I did swap out, I think, 553 because I was using it in something else. Swapped out for 208, which again is purple. It does not look like that in real life. And I'm stitching this. I think it's just a white, a 32 count white even weave. I had quite a lot of fabric given to me by a local lady that I've known quite a lot of years. Last year there was about 3 tins full, I think. So yeah, it's a 32 count even weave. It's quite thin. And there we are. Look how amazing that looks. So if I get a chance to pick something up in an afternoon, I've been picking this up, and there's another piece as well which I will show you in a minute, that I've been picking up. So yeah, it's going quite well, is that, and I just think it looks gorgeous. So did I say it? I don't know. I don't think I did. It's Meloca Designs. So that's my very first Meloca Designs stitch, and I am enjoying it. I do have one of her charts, which was my haul from, I bought it in December last year, and it came in January. See, it was the robin. Of course, you would know, if you know me, you'll know it's going to be a robin. And then my next whip where was that? Oh yeah, that's my threads. Is Long Dog Samplers, the Pilgrim, and I started this for two sals. One was lovely Elaine Ellie Welly Stitcher's birthday start. Her and Alison the Stitch and Whippet started Saga. I started this. I have no idea who else is joining. I would imagine there'll be quite a few other people. And the hashtag is Let's Get the Dogs Out Sal. And I also started it. Amanda was talking about starting her first long dog on the 1st of November. So I said I would like to join in with her, and I'll start mine. I said I was going to start on the 3rd with Elaine for her birthday, so Amanda decided to start on the same day, and we are using the hashtag MyFirstLongDogSal, and there are quite a few people who have joined in as well with it. Did I write it down? Dawn, Liz, Barb, Kate, Lindsay and Sue. So they're all, if they've got a YouTube channel, it'll be down below. If it's Instagram, that will also be in the description box. So I am stitching this with Anchor Black. I've got a DMC white, and I'm torn now, to be honest, because I have got back out my Carrie's Creations Old World Red. I might do the wording in that instead of that. That again does not look like that. That's Week's Dye Works Purple Majesty. So I think I will just make up my mind when I eventually get to the words. So I finished the first page and started the second page. Oops-a-daisy. Sorry, this is not going well. There we go. So this is a 20 count Balana. I think it's an off-white. And I'm so pleased. So pleased with this. It's just, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, to be honest. I wanted to do a long dog and I thought, to hell with it, I'm just going to do one. But I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. I mean, it's a lot of work, but I just love it. So as you can see, I've just done a bit of gridding just to try it. Sorry, this is not working. Just to try and keep me right. So I've worked my way worked all the way across at the top here on the second page, and then I just decided to come back here and work across here. So yeah, loving that, absolutely loving it. I'm so pleased that I decided to do one. I know I've picked a huge one, which maybe wasn't. I mean, it's not in the grand scheme of long dogs. It's not absolutely massive, but it's not small either. But yeah, really pleased that I decided to do one. And then my last whip is a new start, which I did talk about last time. And it is Scattered Seed Samplings Remember Me Pinkeep. And this is a sal with my lovely friend Dawn, Frosty X Stitch. We had sort of earmarked to start it on the 1st of January, and then of course with me doing my 6 for 60, I just had too much on, and I was hoping to get one finished by the end of January so that we could start this on the 1st of February, but it didn't happen. So I did start it on the 1st of February. I just popped a few stitches into it. I think it was before I picked something else up in the evening. And I just pick it up now and again in an afternoon and just add a few stitches to it. So I am using the called for colours. And sorry, I'm just going to have to pause you a minute. Sorry, I got a tickle. I had to stop. Yeah, so we could just get this the right way up. I'm stitching this on 36 count Dolly Madison from Needle and Flax. And I think I mentioned last time I wasn't really sure about the fabric, but that's my start. I don't like the fabric. I will openly admit I don't like the fabric. It's each to their own, isn't it? Some people may like it. I don't know what it is about it. There's just something that I don't like about it. But I can't afford to waste it, so I'm just going to use it. I'm going to carry on with this. I do love how it's looking. That rose is absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, not terribly keen on the fabric. But as I say, it's each to their own. Others may love it, and that's fine. It wouldn't do for us all to be the same, would it? Right. I do have a little bit of haul. I had to order some DMC. Abby had run out of one. She's stitching. Oh God, and I couldn't remember last time what she was stitching. No, I can't remember what it is. Once she's got the rest in hoops, I will show you. She has got a few finished that she's not fully finished yet, but once she has, I will ask her if I can show them. Yeah, so I did a DMC thread order with threads for you, and I will try and remember to link them down below. That's threads number 4 and the letter U. Her DMC threads are 80p. You do have to weigh it up a little bit, obviously, because if you only want a few, her shipping is tracked, so it's $3.49 shipping. So if you only want a few, you may be better off going to somewhere else who does cheaper postage. But I just went through what I wanted for my current, if there was anything that I needed for my current projects, if I was going to run out of any, and also for something that I'm planning on starting later. And then just did a decentish order up just to make it worth the £3.49 postage. And she does have a group on Facebook as well, where she keeps you up to date with how she's going with the shipping out and stuff like that. So yeah, that was one bit of haul. I put it all away, and you all know what DMC threads look like. So, and then my next piece of haul was ordered at the end of November from Traditional Stitches. And after I'd ordered it, they said they didn't have it in stock, and they were going to order it in for me. and it is With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais, The Light of Winter. And to be perfectly honest, as lovely as it looks on this, I think if I'd have just seen that cover photo, I probably wouldn't have got it. It was because I'd seen it. I'd seen the models, and I'd seen people stitching it when it was a class piece, I believe. So yeah, I would quite like to stitch this year. Whether it will get done or not is a different matter. But look, another massive house. What am I doing? But I just thought it'll look nice hung with Winter Rose Manor. And I have some Stitchy Kindness, Happy Mail, whatever you want to call it. So, package arrived. I had no idea. I haven't ordered anything. And I looked at the address and I thought, well, the only people that I know around the area are Christine and, although I don't think Christine's in Cornwall. Actually, now that I come to think of it, is she? I don't know. And Charlie. And I thought, well, I haven't ordered anything, so I don't know. And when I opened it and I read the little note, there's a little note here, and it is from Charlie. And it was just, she sent me this because she'd noticed how often I mention her on my Flosstubers, and just a small package to say thank you and hopefully bring a smile. And that did make me a little emotional, to be honest. And I mention Charlie because her floss drops are absolutely beautiful, and I want people to go and have a look and maybe buy. She's so lovely and she's such a gentle soul. If you've never watched her Flosstubers before, do go and watch her Flosstubers as well. Yeah, so this package it really did bring a smile. So thank you so much, Charlie. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You know, sometimes, you know, these packages can just mean the world. So there was these gorgeous floss drops. I've got the birds on and the flowers. They're just so pretty. And not only that, sorry, I'm not very good at holding these up and displaying them, but another set, oops, sorry, all florally and butterflies. And now, you know, as I said before, I never used to use floss drops, but they just make things look so much brighter and prettier. And then there was a set of hair jelly printed. Charlie, I'm so sorry, I can never remember. A set of small ones. They're beautiful. I just love the colours. The colours are just absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. And then we had some tea. I think that's a bag of our Snort and Peace infusion. I think that's brilliant. As you can see, I haven't opened it yet. I haven't tried it because I wanted to show everything. And not only that, I have this beautiful hanging hat with robins on it. So that is going on my white tree it's in the corner in the dining room here. and it's got mostly robins on it. It has got something else on it that's not a robin, but... And not only that, Charlie had stitched this for me. Isn't that so cute? Absolutely love it. It is so beautiful. So that will go with my tree as well. So thank you so much, Charlie. I just cannot thank you enough. I just loved it. Absolutely loved it. So yeah, that is that. And I hadn't put any of that away because I wanted to show it on my floss tube. Right, what else have I got? Don't really know. Yep, so Nashville Needle Wet Market is coming up next month. And I know that Peakside are going. So Sue's got a pre-order page up on there. Well, actually, no, I think you email her. If there's anything that you want. But I'm going to be good because I really need to be. I cannot keep on buying charts and not stitching what I've got. So, as I said before, what I intend to do this year is stitch as much from stash as I possibly can. I'm not going to starve myself completely of buying charts. I just need to be a bit more mindful, I think, of what I do buy. Obviously, if I need fabric, I need threads, then I will buy. Because I can't stitch if I don't have the threads and things. Obviously, I have my fabric of the month from Fabrics by Crafty Kate. So at least I'll get some fabric every month. Although I did miss the January one because I wasn't sure about it, so I didn't get that one. So yeah, that's I think I just have to because I've got so many lovely charts, and I know it sounds crazy. I'm 60. I've probably got enough charts to last me maybe the next 10 years, to be honest. Particularly because I've got some Blackbird Designs books with lots of things in as well. So yeah, I think I've just got to enjoy what I've got and just have the odd, if I really, really want something, to get it. As I said last time, I have picked out quite a lot that I would like to stitch this year. Whether I will stick to what's in the 2 bags that I've used, project bags that I've used to put them in, I do not know. I was kind of thinking of either using like a decisions wheel, putting them all into a decisions wheel, having one wheel for larger projects, one wheel for smaller projects, because I want to try and sort of maybe do a small project and then a large project, obviously when I've got room in my rotation. But then I thought the other way I could do it is to make 2 lists in my book of days, not my book of days, my diary journal thing, which I forgot to show you, and then give each one a number and get somebody to pick a number for me every time I have a slot in my rotation. But I don't know, we'll see whether that works. So I will just show you my book of days. Not my book of days, because it's not a book of days. Stop calling it that. So there we go. That's for February. So I've had 1 new start so far for February, and I have put a note here to start putting my name and year on my finishes. I used to do it and then I stopped, and I need to start doing it again. Whether I will remember is another thing. So I think that's it for stitching and stitching related things. Little bit of a life update. I got new glasses. I am still trying to get used to them because they're slightly smaller than my other ones. and it's see my computer screen, I'm having to because I have varifocals. Jess had an appointment, online appointment with psychology, and I had filled a questionnaire in for her. Somebody who knew her had to fill this questionnaire in, and I'd done it quite a while ago, but what I didn't know was I had to fill it in from childhood. So I had filled it in for her as an adult. So he wanted that filling in by somebody else. So she got in touch with an old school friend, but she didn't get back to her. So she asked Abby to do it. Abby wasn't very happy about it because she said, if I mess this up, it could change your diagnosis. But I don't think it will. So she has been provisionally diagnosed with mild to moderate inattentive ADHD, and he has suggested therapy. Had it been a more severe case, then it would have been medication, but apparently there's a shortage of the medication, which it doesn't surprise me the way this country is going. I don't know whether it's a worldwide shortage or just here, but this country's going to the dogs. But I won't get into that. So yeah, hopefully she'll be getting therapy. She doesn't know how long she's going to have to wait. It goes back to our GP surgery, and then they refer her for the therapy. She's got blood tests next week to do with the fatigue clinic. So yeah, hopefully things are moving on for her. Abby has been a bit down. So yeah, so that's it. I'm going to go because I'm nearly at 45 minutes and I don't really like them to be too long. So I will hopefully see you in a couple of weeks' time. Thank you for all your lovely comments from last time, and just for coming back and watching me. I truly appreciate it. So take care everybody, enjoy every single stitch, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.